Hi, my name is Toby, and in 2019 I inherited an abandoned 248,000 square metre farm in the northwest corner of Tenerife, inside the Teno National Park. I'm now clearing 50,000 square metres of overgrowth, restoring a 100-year-old farm building, rediscovering 200,000 square metres of virgin forest, and all this in one of the best climates of the world. Follow our journey from the very start as we begin and develop this adventure, a massive project to bring useful purpose to this abandoned land. Become an active part of our dream to bring a sustainable lifestyle to this place of outstanding natural beauty. We are the Buenavista Rural Club. Old ways, new paths.
Well, last week brought a lot of mechanical challenges into my life. That trend continued this week. I was left on the side of the road in the Mercedes with a fuel pump that didn't work. Later, the mechanic told me that it was a relay that had burnt out. Also, when I took the Toyota to the garage to have the new hose fitted, the mechanic detected a problem with the distribution belt and said it was a severe problem that had to be fixed before I could use the car again. So I've had the distribution belt replaced. However, when Caramelo came to fix the fan belts on the tractor late one night, we found out that the belt B31 was too small, the belt B33 was too big, so we need B32, which we have to order because it isn't on the island. We'll wait for that next week. Watch this space.
Okay, so here we've now cleared the wall that's fallen down, and we're beginning to build the footings here for the new wall. And here, these are going to be the pipes that go to the waste. There are going to be 2 toilets here, and then the kitchens are going to have waste pipes, of course, leading from here. And I'm working here with Javi. There he is, working with Javi.
Oh my God!
And here's the other wall that's going to be built here, and then we'll have the 2 walls for the new roof. You can see the roof here is not in a very good state, and this roof has collapsed completely. So there we go. We put some cement on here yesterday just to reinforce it so it has a little bit of protection against the water that will come pouring off there. And we're expecting rain. Even though the sun's out, the sky's blue, and the weather for the 23rd of December is amazing. So this is the hill down across. That's down there to the compost heap. This is me, and that's
how high the brambles are around me. That's high. So that's the corner with the turning circle and the compost heap. And now I've cut a way up this way, up this meadow. And it is a bit of a meadow. Beautiful. It has some fruit trees in it, yet to be identified. And I've cut away all the way to the top, all the way up to the clubhouse. Just me. I'm my little machine. And my shadow. Halfway up the hill. Ooh-wee. I'm well out of breath. I'm having a little sit down and a rest. Here I am having that rest with this beautiful countryside behind us. In the middle of these bushes. And look how tall they are. I mean, they're much higher than me. They're about 2.5, 3 meters tall. Even though I'm sitting down, of course. But even so, they're very, very high. Isn't that a beautiful view? The question might be, how many head of cattle are there in this photograph?
So Alan P came to visit. We had a lovely chat, which I recorded in time lapse, but he was telling me all about the walk he went on.
Remember you saw it this morning? And
Yeah.
so there's been quite a lot of work done here, and then we've put some stuff here on the side, concrete, just to try and waterproof it a little bit, because it's going to rain, they say, in the next few days. And we've built a channel here that's going to take the waste pipes. They're going to go all through here and through that side. We've been removing the big rocks, but you see these rocks, which is what we're talking about, came out of the quarry, and when they get wet, they just
Crumble.
they crumble. They're just not made of anything solid, so they're just rubbish. See how it's very bright, the sunlight today.
Yeah.
And that's why this wall is just completely gone, because it got wet and crumbled. This doorway is going to be filled in, and a doorway is going to be opened in that way, so it goes straight through.
Yeah.
So the two sides are a kitchen, and then this side here will be, this here is going to be a courtyard with these flagstones, old flagstones. That's a water trough, an old water trough, with the bench here. And then this is going to have the this replaced and a proper tiled roof rather than a
Asbestos, isn't it?
It's not asbestos, it's fiberglass.
Okay.
Mm. And of course, yeah, the water tank's finished. Again. So I put a plug down in there so that you can get the water out. Because what I found, of course, is that you have to clear the water every once in a while because it gets full of stuff.
Yeah, these little worm things.
Yeah, and I'm going to put a top to it so that it doesn't get so many things falling into it.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
The neighbour doing anything?
Yes, they've tidied up their side quite a bit. They've done a clear out down in... Oh, I did this bit because I got sick and tired of looking at it. But they then got the bug. These are rescued plants which are going to be replanted. And then they've cleared this piece, which is their courtyard.
Yeah.
And they've done quite a big job here of cutting it all down.
Quite a nice funny location, actually, isn't it? This particular part.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So they've done quite a bit of clearing here.
We had materials for the wall delivered. Because of the weight of the materials, they had to come up through the lower entrance and through all the overgrown track. Because the tractor's been out of commission for a while, we haven't been able to cut the undergrowth back. So they had to drive up from the bottom of the farm. I'll speed it up so we get up there quicker.
So we've got the generator running here. Workshop, all put away for Christmas. Cat food. So we're expecting rough weather over the Christmas weekend. So we've put these two old pillars in to help support the roof a bit. Don't want any more. Walls collapsing on us. That we've got rammed up with acro props. We've got the pipes in down here, ready for the water flow, which will go down that channel down that way. And we've got the breeze blocks in to begin the wall after Christmas. So battening down the hatches a bit, getting ready for a storm. And out here we've had a little bit of a tidy up, so the things are looking much tidier than they were. That's the tube that comes from the gutter that runs through the barn. Put in some temporary steps which will become more permanent when we cement them in into the barn, which we can now access. And of course, this work of art here that hasn't been finished. We've done a little repair to the water spout up there today, getting ready for the water and the rain. So, as we close this episode of the Buenavista Rural Club video, the last one, I think, for 2022, it just remains to wish you a very happy new year. If you're watching this on Christmas Day, well, happy Christmas, or whichever festivity you celebrate at this time of year, whatever it might be, and happy holidays. We'll see you very soon. Thank you. Thank you for your support this year.
Through the fields of our paths, feelings part our ways, keeping us close but estranged now. Dreams holding us closer.